Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RCW Ravage Championship Wrestling. This is episode 8 of season 8. We are getting closer and closer. We are only one episode away from the RCW Freefall pay-per-view. So that means we have the Go Home show, which is next episode, and then we have the pay-per-view the following episode after that. So it's been really exciting this season, getting to try new things, and we are a couple days, 2 days away from the 2-year anniversary of this show. This show has been on the air, on the channel, a part of my content, both on YouTube, the website, everything, since 2018, August 21st. I apologize. I forgot that the Streamlabs bot is not running. I always forget to open that. Maybe I should put that on my Stream Deck so that I don't forget to open that up. But that's going to open up for you guys. But, yeah, so it's been almost 2 years since we started this show, and I want to say thank you to everyone that has shown immense support for this show and for the content that has come out of this show, besides the content that you're used to seeing, such as RCW. There's been other pieces of content that have come out of it, such as the backstory to Sky's the Limit, the Brian Outlaw My Career series, the Luna Outlaw My Career series, the Outlaw World Tour. So many different series, so many different pieces of content that have spun off, if you will, from this show. And it's been amazing doing this show for you guys. And I want to thank you all for that. And by the way, we are getting a new stinger transition for the stream being made. That is in the works right now. So expect a new transition to happen instead of the fade default that we have going on in OBS right now. But I just want to thank you all for, the immense support over 2 years of doing this show and 2 years of doing this content. We have 254 followers on Twitch, and, since I have made the full-on change to do wrestling content only as a primary thing on this channel, I noticed that, the one thing that is troublesome for a lot of content creators is they get burnt out by doing the same game, or doing this similar things, I guess, doing sort of the same thing. But because of RCW, I've been able to create all these new series, create Sky's the Limit, Behind the Mask, the Luna Outlaw backstory, the Outlaw World Tour, the Brian and Luna My Careers, where they go through WWE and other promotions. Being able to take something as big as RCW is, in terms of, and when I say big, I mean how much it's been a part of my channel, and to branch it all out into these different pieces of content is pretty awesome. And what we've done together with the Outlaws has been great. We've created a merch store. We've done so much with these 5 characters, when it all just started from one character, and that was Brian Outlaw. I had no intention of creating Sky, Luna, Jack, and Jason, and all the other characters. I really had no intention of doing that. I had the intention of just making Brian, and that was it. But now we've created something bigger, and regardless of the view count, regardless of the followers, regardless of, I never pay attention to the numbers. I never pay attention to any of that, because I feel like, when you're streaming and you're doing something that you love to do, and it makes you happy, then that's all that matters. And, you know, some people get so wrapped up in, you know, the numbers. And I watched this video from Spud Gaming, one of my good friends. Shout out to him. And it was about this. He does these tech reviews on his YouTube channel, but he also did this video on basically on how to keep track of your mental health as a streamer and as a content creator, like the common misconceptions that people get when it comes to creating and content creation. Because I can tell you that anybody that doesn't do this day in and day out, or doesn't do this, they don't understand what content creators have to go through. Like small or big content creators, you're doing more than just playing a video game. You're interacting with an audience. You have to have that personality to interact with the audience. And he mentions, you know, one of the things that I feel that is most important that my buddy Spud Gaming mentioned in the video is to not compare yourself to other people. To not look at, you know, your friends or somebody that is more successful than you, either by numbers or the amount of money they're making, or something that just looks more successful than they are, or than you are. You can strive to want to get there, but, you know, if you spend so much time comparing yourself to another person and you're getting yourself down about it, then, you know, you need to possibly take a step back and start to reevaluate yourself and reevaluate what you're doing. Because then, you know, you're going to be so obsessed with the fact that you're not them and you're not going to end up in the place that you want to end up in. Because you're going to be dwelling on the fact that you're not them. And you have to realize that streaming is about being yourself. It's about having fun. It's not about the equipment that you have. It's not about, you know, the alerts and the fancy schmancy stuff. It's about having fun. It's about personality. It's about being an entertainer. And I feel like anybody can be an entertainer if they put their mind to it. Everybody's got their own niche, and you have to find that niche and go along with it and just have fun. And you're gonna get followers, you're gonna get people that support you anyway. But you know, that's enough of my spiel. I just wanted to give a shout out there to Spud Gaming, because I feel like, you know, that video really stuck with me, and I've watched a lot of videos like that are very similar. And they all give you the wrong idea of, you know, what it means to be a streamer. And they never mention, you know, really taking care of yourself as a streamer, as a content creator, knowing when to take breaks, knowing when to, that you're in a bad spot or whatever. Like, realizing those things is, you know, perhaps one of the most important things about being a streamer, is realizing when you need that help. And realizing when you need assistance. You know, I think that's very important. So let's get right into the show, as we have Deonna Purrazzo versus Becky Lynch, armbar versus armbar. Let's get right into it. As we have Deonna Purrazzo, the virtuosa, making her way out here, the best technical wrestler in the world, the self-proclaimed best technical wrestler in the world. Virtuosa, a master of technique, a master of precision. As she makes her way out here, Deonna Purrazzo. We have a monstrous main event, as we have Drew McIntyre going up against Kenny Omega. Now, Deonna Purrazzo, she had an opportunity against the women's champion Ariel, but unfortunately for her, she had come up short in that match. But she got a win over Charlotte Flair, though. One of the best women wrestlers that we have on the roster here is Becky Lynch. The Irish Lass Kicker makes her way out here. She's got the fancy goggles, kicks the goggles up, and she is ready to go, ready to kick some lass. Is Becky Lynch. She looks very excited as she sprints all the way down to the ring. She is ready to go. Now let's get this underway now as we have Deonna and Becky Lynch. Armbar versus armbar. Here we go. And Deonna tried for the drop kick, but miscalculated where Becky Lynch was. And just as I say that, she's going right after the arm there. Becky going after the arm of Deonna. What armbar is it going to be to end this match? Is it going to be Becky's or is it going to be Deonna as a knee right to the face of Becky Lynch here? This is a dream match in the making here as we have Deonna Purrazzo and Becky Lynch in the same ring. Something I never thought we would ever see. As Deonna with the knee lift. Oh, but Becky Lynch again working on that arm of Deonna. And a clothesline to Deonna Purrazzo, or to Becky Lynch, excuse me. And an Irish whip into the corner goes Becky Lynch. Back first into the corner there. Chop right to the chest of Becky Lynch. Now Becky Lynch finds herself in the corner now. Deonna using the first rope. Oh my! What an interesting combination there. Thank you for the follow, Love Star. I appreciate it. Definitely love that follow alert. That's one of my favorite alerts. I need to go through and actually change some of the alerts. Some of the old ones. It's Deonna with the crucifix cover there. Becky Lynch, though, with the kick right to the back. But no, Deonna turns that into a German suplex. Now looking for a couple knees to the back there. Trying to get Becky Lynch to tap out. But she lets go of the submission there. Letting go of the submission is Deonna Purrazzo as she props Becky Lynch up. And now an Irish whip again into the corner, working on the back of Becky Lynch. Now possibly looking for a power bomb there to Becky Lynch. The strength of Deonna Purrazzo coming into play here. She is yet to really put Becky Lynch on the ground and work on the arm there. Which is very odd considering her finisher is the Fujiwara armbar. Now Deonna props up Becky Lynch again and another Irish whip to the corner. And a German suplex into the corner there. But she's going to hold on for another German suplex, possibly going for the trifecta here. And another German to Becky Lynch there. And Deonna Purrazzo pulling out all the stops here. And another suplex, another variation there. As Becky Lynch has yet to really do much in this match. As Deonna trying to work on the arm again. But Becky Lynch with that jawbreaker able to get out of that predicament there. And Becky Lynch trying to fire herself up so she gets back in the match. And Becky Lynch with a couple of clotheslines. And a kick right to the face. And now Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch with the exploder suplex on Deonna Purrazzo. And just like that, the Irish Lass Kicker is back in this match as she goes for that cover. 1, 2, looking to get the pin over Deonna, and a kick out at 2.5. A kick out at 2.5. As Becky Lynch looks to finish this one. Looking to tear the arm out of its socket as Becky Lynch is locked in the disarmer. She's locked in the disarmer on Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna has to find a way to get out of this. And Deonna's got a tap. Deonna tapped very quickly there to Becky's armbar. Deonna Purrazzo, just like that, taps to Becky's disarmer. And the better armbar won in this matchup here as Becky Lynch is your winner here in the opening match. Wow. What a match for Becky Lynch. She could possibly find herself in an RCW women's title match in the near future. As we move on to our next match, as we go over to the break screen. As we have a tag team match here between Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, the RCW Tag Team Champions, going up against former Tag Team Champions Max Mercury and AJ Styles and AJ Maximum. They were a tag team together for quite some time here on RCW. Then they decided to go their separate ways. But now Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, the Disciples, are looking to make quick work of Max Mercury and AJ Styles. As we wait for this match to load up, the history between AJ Styles and Max Mercury, not only were they tag team champions together, but it seemed to me that when they got thrown together in a tag team, it was very shocking to me as Max doesn't really work well with others, and AJ, when he was RCW Carnage champion, he didn't want anybody to boss him around, but now, since he lost that title, he's had a change of attitude. He acts totally different now. And let's see if history can repeat itself. But this time in a good way, as Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy look to take on the former tag team in AJ Maximum. And I believe it's the Disciples that are coming out first here. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, the RCW Tag Team Champions. Now they will defend their titles against Ali and Cedric Alexander. At RCW Freefall, that'll be their first title defense after taking the titles away from the Young Bucks in a surprising victory. But like I said, anything can happen here on RCW. we could see this turn into a triple threat if Max and AJ can get the win. Really, anything goes on RCW. It doesn't matter. Anything can happen, but if one thing remains the same, and that is that all titles must be defended. Under RCW rules, as we have Max coming out here with his mask on, the maniacal Max Mercury. He is definitely a part of the RCW opening, the brand new RCW opening we just debuted a couple episodes ago. Now Max has yet to really find himself in any major title picture since winning the Tag Team Championships with AJ Styles. But nonetheless, you know, this could be his time as AJ Styles comes out here. Now, I don't know how AJ feels about teaming with Max Mercury. But it's got to happen. AJ Styles, he had the opportunity to face Darby Allin for the RCW Carnage title at RCW Recoil, but came up short in that match as Darby Allin was able to retain. Maybe he has his sights set on the RCW World Championship, held by Brian Outlaw, of course. Speaking of the World Championship and title shots, the men's lottery case that was stolen from Ricochet at RCW Recoil has been recovered. It has been recovered, however, it was found in a limo in which people saw Kevin Owens coming out of. So, I don't know, maybe Kevin Owens had something to do with stealing the case. He would have every reason to steal the case. But we have yet to really determine who actually was responsible for the theft of the men's lottery case. But I'm pretty sure we will find out at the RCW Freefall pay-per-view the fate of that. As Seth Rollins starting off real good here against Max Mercury in the running forearm in the corner. Now tagging in his partner Buddy Murphy. Now Buddy Murphy with a kick right to the face of Max Mercury. And these two proving why they are tag team champions. But Max though, Max Mercury with a side Russian leg sweep. As AJ Styles now gets tagged in. Now AJ Styles working on the leg of Buddy Murphy. AJ Styles trying to get himself pumped up for this tag team match. As Buddy Murphy pushing AJ Styles away here. Has him up against the ropes. What is Buddy Murphy doing here? Propping him up and just draping him across the ropes is Buddy Murphy. As Seth Rollins, his partner, watches on. Now drags him to the corner. Looking to tag in Seth Rollins. AJ Styles turns it around, but an elbow right to the face. And Seth Rollins hit AJ Styles, but I think he caught Buddy Murphy as well. Seth Rollins tried to help out Buddy Murphy, and he ended up colliding with AJ Styles as well as his partner. And now AJ Styles dropping Buddy Murphy. Seth Rollins asking for the tag. Buddy Murphy unable to crawl over. Now working on the arm of Buddy Murphy now is AJ Styles, and AJ Styles propping up Buddy Murphy, but a kick right to the hamstring. Kick right to the hamstring of AJ Styles. Irish whip into the ropes now, and an interesting maneuver there from Buddy Murphy. And a hot tag to Max. Max gets met with a big boot right to the face as AJ deciding to take a little bit of a break there. As Buddy Murphy drops Max. Oh, but Max fighting back now. But Buddy Murphy. These guys are quick on their feet. As Max gets sent over. Max gets dropped by Seth Rollins off of the apron. And now Seth Rollins got tagged in. Remember, we have a count of 20 under RCW rules. Every match where countouts do apply, there is a countout of 20. As Max trying to make the tag to AJ Styles, Seth Rollins has not even been touched in this match. But Max Mercury trying to fight back as much as possible. But a body slam sends Max down. Oh, and a super kick right to the midsection. AJ Styles begging for the tag as he is the freshest man in this matchup besides Seth Rollins, of course. And now he's trying to get Max to tap. He's trying to get Max to tap as Max able to escape. Max now with the Irish whip to the corner as he tags in AJ. Max flinging AJ from the top rope right onto Seth Rollins. As AJ Styles is working away here on Seth Rollins now. Clothesline in the corner to the Messiah. And now Rollins trying to make the tag to Buddy Murphy, and he does. He gets the hot tag to Buddy Murphy. Now Buddy Murphy, what a running powerbomb to AJ Styles, and now a knee right to the face as Seth Rollins recuperates on the outside. And another kick to the back of AJ Styles. But AJ coming back. AJ with the Ushi-Garoshi on Buddy Murphy. Now he's looking to finish him. He may be a little bit too close, though, for comfort, as AJ looks for the phenomenal forearm. One. No. Seth Rollins breaking up that pin. And Max Mercury got dropped by Seth Rollins with that clothesline as Max tried to stop Seth Rollins from coming in to break up that pin, but was unsuccessful, obviously. Now Buddy Murphy desperately needs a tag here. As again with that power bomb, just the power from Buddy Murphy. Trying to lift up AJ, but a knee lift right to the face. A knee lift right to the face, and now AJ is coming back as Seth Rollins desperately asking for the tag, and he does. He gets the tag off. He's able to get the tag off, and now, real quickly, Seth Rollins is going to turn it around into the curb stomp onto AJ Styles. 1. No, Seth Rollins unable to get the pin on AJ Styles, as AJ Styles was saved by Max Mercury in a stalling suplex back into the ring. Now Seth Rollins working away on Max Mercury. Now working away at the neck. As AJ's up. AJ's the legal man though. AJ just did nothing. Let Seth Rollins get him there as AJ tosses Seth Rollins over the apron and now taking him out. Buddy Murphy though. Buddy Murphy shoves AJ Styles off of the top rope. And now Buddy Murphy got taken out by AJ Styles. Uh-oh. I thought that might have been the Styles Clash, but I guess it was a powerbomb instead. It looked like it was going to be the Styles Clash, but Max Mercury gets tagged in. Buddy Murphy is still down. As Max with a couple of right hands to Seth Rollins. Buddy Murphy is back on the apron. Now a Boston Crab working on that back. Stretching the back of Seth Rollins out here. Buddy Murphy's not doing anything to help out his partner. Well, maybe he didn't need it. Maybe he didn't need it. It's Seth Rollins with that flying forearm in the corner and an elbow, a rolling elbow strike to Max. Oh, but Max with a drop toe hold, turning it around on Seth Rollins, turning the tables on Mad Max. Mad Max onto Seth Rollins. Oh, what's Max doing? Max with a curb stomp of his own. He stole the finisher of Seth Rollins, using his own finisher against him. And AJ Styles takes care of Buddy Murphy. But Seth Rollins got to fight back. Oh, but the referee got super kicked right in the mouth. Referee not realizing where he was in the way of that super kick. And just got annihilated by that super kick as the referee begins to stir here. Finally, our referee is up. Referee got to watch where he is in the ring. I know that he's officiating this match, but he was right in the line of fire right there. Right in the line of fire, and he paid for it. He got a super kick right to the face. Oh, and that elbow. As Max gets back into the ring here. Trying to lift up Seth Rollins. Double leg takedown there from Seth. Buddy Murphy recuperating on the outside. And a super kick there to Max Mercury. A super kick to Max. Uh-oh. Seth Rollins with a curb stomp to Max Mercury. Excuse me, a lot of stuff is going on as Seth Rollins goes for the pin and Buddy Murphy stops AJ Styles and the Disciples get the victory. Just when it looked like AJ Styles was about to save his partner, Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy find a way to get a victory here. As they look ahead to their matchup against Ali and Cedric for those tag team titles at RCW Freefall. As we quickly move on to our next match, folks, let's get right to it as we go over to the break screen. Kevin Owens and Ricochet is our next match, folks. Now, like I mentioned, the men's lottery case has been recovered. It was found in a limo that Kevin Owens was coming out of. Or allegedly, I should say. Allegedly. We don't know. It was some type of briefcase. They couldn't tell. They couldn't tell what briefcase it was. But he had some type of briefcase in his hand coming out of a limo. And just as I say that, Kevin Owens and Ricochet are about to meet up here. This is gonna get interesting. Let's get right to it, folks. Here we go. Kevin Owens. Like I had mentioned just a few moments ago, Kevin Owens was found to be carrying some type of briefcase when he got out of a limo. They couldn't quite get the look of it, but it was a briefcase nonetheless. I mean, in that briefcase, there is a contract. There is a championship contract for either the RCW Carnage title or the RCW World title. It all depends on the holder, what the holder wants to do with the briefcase. And to be honest, the thief could easily have switched the briefcases. Meaning, they could have opened the briefcase, taken out the contract, and put it in another briefcase. But who knows? As Ricochet comes out here, obviously without his lottery case, the one that he earned in that ladder match at RCW Recoil, but I promised him one thing. Whether or not we recover the briefcase, like the official briefcase, whether or not that briefcase gets back into his hands, he will get a title shot. Because he earned it. He went into that match and he earned it just like anybody else. Just like everybody else that was in that match. And mind you, Kevin Owens was in that match. So like I said, he has every reason to steal the case. I don't like to make speculations, but he has every reason to steal the case as much as Brian Outlaw does, because he is the world champion. And Ricochet wants to go for the whole shebang. He wants to go for the world title. And if Brian Outlaw is the one that stole the case, it wouldn't surprise me. Because without the case, you can't be caught off guard. You essentially create your own destiny, have the potential to create your own destiny with that case. You can cash it in anytime, anywhere as a Pele kick here on Kevin Owens. You can cash it anytime, anywhere. So, Brian Outlaw has to have eyes in the back of his head, but if he actually indeed stole the briefcase, guess what? There's no sense of having eyes in the back of your head. There's no need to, because then you won't have to worry about it. I don't know what Ricochet thinks. I haven't gotten a chance to speak with him on the matter. But I don't know what Ricochet thinks. I just told him, rest assured, We're going to get this all resolved, and he will get a title shot, whether or not he has that briefcase or not. As Kevin Owens crashed and burned there, trying to do a move there on Ricochet, and a super kick right to the face. And now Ricochet with a springboard off the second rope. Now looking to stretch out Kevin Owens here, looking to work on the bigger man and Kevin Owens. Very wise here. Wear down the big man. Use your quickness to your advantage. But Kevin Owens finding a way out of it. Tried for the kick to the back. Ricochet sidestepped him. Standing switch. Elbow right to the back of the neck. And now Kevin Owens, my God, tossing Ricochet. Now keep in mind, these two have a history because of that match. So maybe all this anger from Brian Outlaw and Kevin Owens, where they were former friends, and then Brian turned his back on Kevin Owens for his own greed. And now maybe Kevin Owens feels screwed out of that opportunity as a kick out at 1 from Ricochet, but maybe he feels screwed out of that opportunity because Ricochet got the case and he didn't. As now Kevin Owens drops Ricochet right on the back of his knee, right on the knee there. The back of the head just went right up against the knee, and Kevin Owens looking for the pop-up powerbomb onto Ricochet. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicked out at 2.5. Ricochet is still in this. Ricochet still very much in this. Now working on that midsection. If he can work on the midsection in the back, Ricochet is not going to be able to hit that 630 senton. As now Kevin Owens going up top. And now, dropping himself right onto Ricochet. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicked out at 2. Ricochet very much still in this. And another knee right to the head. Another knee right to the head of Ricochet. Oh, and a shot right to the face. Oh, and now Ricochet drops Kevin Owens. Now we're going to see wrestling's favorite superhero getting fired up here as Kevin Owens goes in the corner and a drop kick right to the back. Ricochet rolling him up here. Rolling him up, trying to get the quick win, and a kick out at 1. A kick out at 1 as Ricochet, a little bit glitched there, walking in place. But Ricochet turns it around now. Ricochet Irish whips Kevin Owens in the corner. Couple of shots to the face of the prize fighter, and Kevin Owens turns him around now. Ricochet. My God, what a super kick. Sends Kevin Owens down. And again, Ricochet maybe walking off those calories there, getting those steps in. As Ricochet now working away on the arm of Kevin Owens. But he's tiring himself out here. He's expending more energy. As Ricochet with a super kick, with a kick to the side of the face to Kevin Owens. 1, 2, and Kevin Owens kicked out. And Ricochet is absolutely irritated. And now Ricochet looking for the 630 senton, but oh, crashed and burned as Kevin Owens able to move right out of the way in a major right hand. Now Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens with a pile driver. Kevin Owens with a pile driver onto Ricochet. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out again. Ricochet kicks out again. I think Kevin Owens is getting pissed off right now. Kevin Owens trying everything in his power to get Ricochet to stay down. And the crowd is not liking this, and I don't blame them. Ricochet all around a good guy in the locker room. Everybody seems to love him, but it's definitely not Kevin Owens. It's Kevin Owens with the electric chair into the powerbomb. Oh, now tried for that chop. But Kevin Owens launching him in the corner. Looking to turn the tables here on Ricochet. As he's catching his breath here, as he's staring down Ricochet in the corner. But Ricochet battles back. Turns it around, Ricochet with a Meteora. Into the cover here, 1, 2, and Kevin Owens again with the kick out. Kevin Owens refusing to go down here without a fight. Same with Ricochet and a drop kick to the back. Going after that back. He's not going to be able to lift him up for that power bomb if he doesn't have a back to do it with. As Ricochet now looking to take him to the outside. But Kevin Owens wants no part of that. He wants to be inside the ring here. But Ricochet with the inverted DDT getting out of dodge there. Ricochet now lifting him up again. Looking for that kick right to the side of the head. One, two, and he may get Kevin Owens here, but a kick out at 2.5 again. But Ricochet knows what he needs to do. He couldn't hit this once. But oh, Kevin Owens just able to roll over. But Ricochet's going up. Ricochet, 630. 1, 2, and Kevin Owens kicked out of the 630 senton. Kevin Owens refusing to go down is Kevin Owens. The pile driver. The pile driver on Ricochet. One, two, and Ricochet kicked out. What has gotten into both of these men? Oh, and that boot finally busts Ricochet wide open. Ricochet is gushing. Oh, and pulling the head right down to the canvas. This is what Kevin Owens wants. Kevin Owens just doing whatever he wants to Ricochet here, tossing him around like a rag doll. Definitely a huge strength advantage here for Kevin Owens. And now Kevin Owens looking to drop him on that knee again. And now looking for the last hurrah here for Ricochet is a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, and Kevin Owens finally defeats Ricochet. Now, I don't know if Kevin Owens is aware of the investigation into the theft of the men's lottery case. I don't know if he's aware of his involvement, or his alleged involvement, I should say. But nonetheless, that shouldn't worry him now, as he is the victor in this match. Let's quickly move on to our next match here on RCW fairly quickly. Now, who do you guys think has stolen the briefcase? Do you guys think that there is some motive? Because I do. I've already said Kevin Owens has a motive. Brian Outlaw screwed him over. What better way to cash in? What better way to do that than to take the briefcase, cash in, ruin his reign as champion? Brian Outlaw has more than a reason to steal the briefcase, because he is the champion, avoiding possibly a surprise cash-in. You know, I don't know what to think. I have no idea what to think, but nonetheless, we are here. As our next match is a 6-women elimination. A 6-women elimination, and this match will be the #1 contender. It will determine the #1 contender for Ariel's RCW Women's title, as all titles must be defended under RCW rules at RCW pay-per-views. However, the champions can decide whether or not they want to defend their titles at regular RCW shows like this one. So if Brian Outlaw wants to issue an open challenge, if Ariel wants to issue an open challenge, or if the tag team champions want to issue an open challenge, or if Darby Allin wants to issue an open challenge, they have the opportunity to. They can do whatever they feel like. They can do whatever the hell they want. As we have Luna Outlaw, Rosemary, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and Asuka all competing for the rightful right to face Ariel at RCW Freefall. Now, Luna Outlaw would want nothing more than to spoil the championship reign of Ariel, as Ariel got it off of the cash-in from Luna Outlaw. She got it off of the cash-in after winning the RCW Women's Lottery case and cashing in after Luna defeated Dakota Kai in a match. And she thinks the only reason why she lost the title was because she was not prepared. She got beat in that match. However, she won that match. She won that match against Dakota Kai. So she believes that if it was a true one-on-one match with no cash-in, no interference whatsoever, the results may have been different. But let's get underway with this match, folks. As we have Luna Outlaw making her way out here first. Luna Outlaw making her way out to the ring here with one goal in mind, and that's to get the championship back. But before they can do that, before any of these women can do that, they must eliminate all the other 5 women in this match. So Luna's got to focus on this match at hand first. As Rhea Ripley makes her way out here. That is Omega Man X44, his Caw. Definitely follow him on Twitter, as his Caws are amazing. He spends a lot of time making them. And also Iconic 2K as well. They both make Caws for the Xbox side of things. And there are plenty of different Caw creators that make PS4 creations as well. But that is a pretty amazing Rhea Ripley done by Omega Man, and these guys do so much for content creators like us. They take so much time out of their day making these Caws and you know, just doing a fantastic job. As the Demon Assassin Rosemary makes her way out here. Now Rosemary and Luna Outlaw may definitely butt heads in this match here. Because Rosemary was taken out with her own finisher, the Red Wedding. The Red Wedding. And Rosemary definitely has a reason to go after Luna Outlaw in this match. As that is Toni Storm. Now Toni Storm, I believe she hasn't had a championship opportunity yet here on RCW, but like every other woman in this match, she has the opportunity to earn that opportunity. As Toni Storm makes her way out to the ring. Very hyped, very excited is Toni Storm. As every woman should be in this match, as you have a championship opportunity awaiting you. All you gotta do is defeat all the other women here in this match. And it seems a huge hill to climb, because you gotta beat 5 other women. As Ember Moon is the final, I believe the final woman here to come out for this match. Now again, Luna Outlaw has created some issues in this match with both Rosemary and Ember Moon, defeating them both with their own finishers. So if I were Luna, I'd stay clear of 2 of these women at least. As Ember Moon makes her way to the ring, sliding in the ring there. But let's get this match underway, folks. Oh, real quick, we got another entry. Maybe I was wrong. It is Asuka, that is right. Now Asuka She's yet to have an opportunity here in RCW as for a title, anyway. She is the future. She is the Empress of Tomorrow. And she is looking to get her first title opportunity here in RCW as well. Now let me make sure real quick as we get this match underway. Let me make sure we got the right one. That is right. 6-person elimination match. After you get eliminated, you can get eliminated by pinfall or submission. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match, so every fall must happen in the ring. So keep an eye out for that. As Rosemary and Luna, just as I predicted, these two would be going after each other in this match. As Luna takes out Rosemary, turns Rosemary inside out here as the other ladies are in the ring. Now, as long as Luna stays on the outside, she cannot be eliminated. So it may be the right idea here for Luna to stay on the outside with Rosemary, and another spine buster to the Demon Assassin. And now looking for a couple of knee strikes right to the Demon Assassin's head, right to the side of the head of Rosemary, as Ember Moon and Rhea Ripley are the only women in the ring right now. As Luna coming out with a heavy weaponry and a sledgehammer shot to the midsection of Rosemary. I knew it was just a matter of time before weapons got introduced. And that elbow right to the head of Rosemary, but a slap right in the face. And Luna is just killing Rosemary now. And the blackout striking combination here. Is Toni Storm taking a breather? Now Ember Moon going after. Ember Moon going after Luna, and a dawning to Ember Moon on the outside. As Rosemary gets up, and now taking care of Rosemary now is Luna Outlaw. Both ladies are down. Now picking up that sledgehammer, and now going after both ladies with a sledgehammer now. As Toni Storm going after Rosemary. She has that sledgehammer in hand. It's Ember Moon now. Deciding to go after Luna, and now a clothesline. There's a lot of commotion going on here as Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and Toni Storm are back in the ring. Now Rosemary getting back in the ring as well, and now it's Rhea Ripley and Rosemary. Luna has spent quite some time on the outside, and she is quite happy to do it, and Asuka looking to eliminate Toni Storm, and no. Got a 2 count there. Now Luna grabbing the chair. Now Rhea Ripley though. Rhea Ripley getting back in the ring now. Now going after Ember Moon now is Rhea Ripley. And now Luna deciding to go back on the outside and grab that chair as Luna Outlaw hits Rosemary square in the face with the chair. Now looking to get the pin of Asuka there is Ember Moon. And now Luna standing with weapon in hand. As Rosemary gets up, and now Rosemary gets hit again. All of these women right now, barely any covers have been made. But nonetheless, speaking of that, as Ember Moon just throw caution to the wind, Toni Storm looking to eliminate Rhea Ripley in a count of 2. Oh, now Rosemary firing back now. Rosemary! Oh, I think it was Toni Storm hit the Storm Zero! And Rhea Ripley is gone! Rhea Ripley is the first woman to be eliminated. And now it's Rosemary, Toni Storm, Luna Outlaw, and Asuka. This ring just got a little bit more roomy. Oh, a DDT to Rosemary. Now Toni Storm looking to clean some house here. Rhea Ripley getting up. And now she's slowly going to go walk her way to the locker room. And now Luna's just staring Rosemary down and hitting her again in the back with that sledgehammer. Now doing a little bit of redecorating here. As Asuka taking care of Ember Moon there. Toni Storm is down for the count right now. As Luna does a little bit of redecorating going after Rosemary, but Rosemary. Oh no, Rosemary looking to do something dangerous here. Rosemary, oh my God. Rosemary with a red wedding through the announce table to Luna Outlaw. But she's got to get her back into the ring for the pin, but she's not going to. And that's not going to help her. I don't know why Asuka decided to break up the pin of Ember Moon and on Toni in a count of 2. But Luna can go through absolutely anything. These Outlaws can go through anything. Go through hell. As another blackout striking combination. Now she's turning her attention to Toni Storm now. Toni Storm. Both women missing in a big boot. To Luna Outlaw and a kick right to the side of the... And she took out Rosemary. As Toni Storm, both ladies going after Luna Outlaw, 2 ladies double teaming, and now Rosemary turning the tables on Toni now. And Asuka just eliminated Ember Moon with the Asuka lock. Ember Moon is gone. Ember Moon is out of here. And now Rosemary now tossing Toni Storm back into the ring. But Toni Storm Firing back. As now it's Asuka. Asuka and Luna going at it in an enziguri to Asuka. Oh, but Asuka now with a Hurricane Rana. But look in the ring. Toni Storm. Toni Storm drops the knee. And Rosemary's gone. Rosemary's gone now. Now it's a triple threat match. It's just a triple threat now. Luna has done absolutely everything to just avoid being in the ring, avoid all the carnage in the ring. She's done absolutely everything to just avoid all the carnage going on, and now Toni Storm got met with a pile driver. Asuka's down for the time being. Oh, Asuka didn't even roll out. Asuka stopped Ember Moon, or stopped Luna from getting the... She stopped Luna from finishing Toni Storm. Why? Why do that? That makes no sense at all. That makes absolutely no freaking sense at all. That makes absolutely no sense. As Toni Storm begins to stir, Toni Storm and a dawning on Asuka. 1, 2, and Asuka kicked out. Asuka kicked out. Toni Storm got taken out by Luna. Luna's taken out everybody. Luna is taking out everybody. And another dawning, but this time it's on Toni Storm. She's going to turn it around and she's going to finish Asuka with a dawning. And Asuka's done with a dawning. 1, 2. No, Toni Storm kicked out. Toni Storm's still in this. Enziguri to Asuka. A kick to Toni Storm, and now, oh! Toni Storm with a reversal. Toni Storm with a reversal. Oh my, Luna's just reversing absolutely everything. These ladies can't decide which one wants to pin the other. Asuka's just throwing strike after strike after strike. These ladies, like, are basically screwing each other over. They realize it's an elimination match, right? Like, they realize, like, it doesn't matter who pins who. As long as somebody pins somebody. And now that allows Luna to pile drive Asuka. She can't delay. She's got to hit this. Looking for the dawning on Asuka. Dawning on Asuka. Rope breaks don't matter. 1, 2, 3, and Asuka's gone. And now it's just Toni Storm and Luna. This match is crazy. This match, absolutely crazy, folks. As she tries to submit. She's trying to submit Luna here. Luna gets out of it. Luna getting out of it in a spear. I am not sure what Luna's going for here, but whatever it is, it's not good. The longer she stays on the outside of the ring, it's going to benefit her. It's going to benefit both Toni Storm and her. Because pins can only take place on the inside of the ring. So the more time you spend outside, the worse you're going to be. But I mean, that it's pretty much worked out for Luna throughout this match because oh, a slap to the face. Because simply, you know, she spent most of her time outside the ring. All the other people did the work for her in a dawning here on Toni Storm. 1, 2, and Toni kicked out. Toni really wants this. Toni really wants this more than anything in the world right now. This isn't good for Luna, though. Luna's got to fight back. Luna got German suplexed by Toni. Oh, but Luna's still fighting. Luna's still fighting in a big boot right to the face. We're not even in our main event yet. But this might as well be it. Oh, Toni Storm, though, with a reversal. To move on. 1, 2. Oh, and Luna kicked out. Luna kicked out. Now stomping away on the arm. And now a kick. Now looking for that blackout striking combination again. Oh, don't tell me. No, 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 no. Toni gets dropped with her own finisher. 1, 2, 3, and Luna somehow moves on. Luna, my God. She didn't even have to... How many eliminations did she have? She had Asuka and Toni. But if it wasn't for Asuka and Toni fighting who gets to pin who, Luna would have been gone. Those two women, Toni and Asuka, basically screwed themselves over. Because if you think about it, they kept on breaking each other's pins up. When I said it was an elimination match, it didn't matter who eliminated who. It didn't matter. When there was multiple people in the match, it did not matter who eliminated who. The only thing that mattered was who was coming out at the end of it. Who was coming out as the victor at the end of it, when it was just one-on-one. But Luna pulled out all the stops. She spent so much time on the outside of the ring, basically being very, very smart, allowing the other competitors, Toni Storm, Asuka, Ember Moon, and Rhea Ripley, am I missing another one? I'm missing another one, aren't I? The other competitors to do the work for her. And she came in when the time was right. How about that? A dawning on Asuka. A dawning on Toni Storm simultaneously. How about that? But we will move on to our main event of the evening, folks. Here we go, as we go over to the break screen. One last time. But my lord, what a match, folks. Luna Outlaw moves on and will face Ariel for the RCW Women's title. Wow. Now we have Drew McIntyre versus Kenny Omega. A dream match main event, as I put in the go live notification. A dream match main event. Kenny Omega and Drew McIntyre. Here we go. This is going to be awesome. Now, Drew McIntyre has had a history with Jon Moxley. Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura have had a history. So who knows if either of these two men are going to make some type of event appearance here. But I really, as much as that would be awesome to happen, I would really want this to be a clean match. This is our main event. Drew McIntyre, Kenny Omega. Here we go. Sometimes you got to look twice at your stream deck, make sure you have the right button. As we have Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath, the man that knows a lot about broken dreams, Drew McIntyre, makes his way out here. And I can tell by the look on his face, he is walking with pure confidence. And not many people leave Claymore Country unscathed. And Kenny Omega is going to try and cross the border into Claymore Country and come out unscathed. And I don't know. Like Kenny Omega's song says, the one-winged angel flies, but who knows if the one-winged angel will continue to fly after Drew McIntyre kicks his damn head off. As Kenny Omega makes his way out to the ring. And by the way, I fixed his attire, so there shouldn't be a vest on him anymore. I apologize for that. That is not my doing. That is whoever created the call, which is Omega Man X44. Like, he must have just forgot to take off the vest off of him. And that's okay. That's fine. It's Kenny Omega, the best bout machine. Comes out. Kenny Omega walking very slowly to the ring. He has to have his mind on this match. He can't worry about the past with Shinsuke Nakamura. Neither can Drew McIntyre worry about the past that he's had with Jon Moxley. As the best bout machine is ready. Here we go. We got Drew McIntyre, Kenny Omega in our main event. Referee, get us underway. Drew McIntyre and Kenny Omega as Drew McIntyre starts off with the clothesline to the best bout machine. And Drew McIntyre though gets met. Oh my. The power of Drew McIntyre just took Kenny Omega right off his feet, trying for that clothesline again. Kenny Omega using his quick agility in a DDT right to Drew McIntyre and a kick out easily. Now Drew McIntyre going ham here on Kenny Omega with those strikes in the corner. Rubbing the knee right in the face of the best bout machine. And who is this? No, oh my. No, don't tell me. No, I just said I wanted a clean match. Jon Moxley! Mox! Paradigm shift! The referee just turned around. One! No! Drew McIntyre with the kick out. But Jon Moxley made his presence known in this match. I just knew it. I knew Jon Moxley had some unfinished business with Drew McIntyre after taking that very quick loss in that Hell in a Cell match. It is not over. It is not over between those two. But Drew McIntyre is possibly going to take out all of his anger on Kenny Omega here. Drew McIntyre with a Glasgow kiss to Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega doesn't even know what hit him at this point. Kenny Omega just needs to figure out a way to get back in this as much as possible. As he's got to wear down the much bigger, the much stronger Drew McIntyre. As he goes for the pin here. 1, 2. And Drew McIntyre able to get the shoulder up at 2. And now going for the cover again. And Drew kicks out really quick. Kenny Omega hasn't really hit anything too major on Drew McIntyre. I don't know what he's expecting here. Oh, what an elbow. That just sent the big man down. And another DDT onto Drew McIntyre. And a moonsault from Kenny Omega. And the best bout machine finding a way to battle back. Avoiding that clothesline again. Chop after chop after chop. Kenny Omega drops Drew McIntyre's head right on the knee. Now working on the arm on Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre with a couple of shots to the midsection. Drew McIntyre with a couple of shots to the midsection. Now firing boots. And my God! Kenny Omega just got tossed out of his boots. And Drew McIntyre was happy as hell about it. And now he's looking to make him tap to the Kimura lock, but he lets it go, knowing that Kenny Omega would easily get out of it. And another Glasgow kiss. 1, 2, and Kenny Omega with a kick out at 2.5. No, no, no. Oh my. No. Drew. Drew. He's looking to take Kenny to Claymore Country with a Claymore kick. 1, 2, and Kenny Omega with the kick out now. Kenny Omega with the kick out. No, not again, Drew. Not again. Another Claymore kick. 1, 2, and Kenny again. No way. Look at how much blood Kenny is losing right now. And a DDT, and now Drew McIntyre is busted wide open. Both men bleeding profusely. Now looking to go for the cover, all bloodied up, and a kick out. What's Kenny going for here? Irish whip in the corner. What's Kenny doing? Oh, no, 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 no. Kenny. Kenny. No. Come on. Don't do this. Kenny Omega with a suplex to the outside. Kenny Omega destroying Drew McIntyre with every fiber of his being, with every bone in his body. He is throwing it all on the line tonight. And like I said, these two have a count of 20. These two got a count of 20 till they get in, and oh, it's a dragon suplex. That's signature maneuver from Kenny Omega. Oh, and a shot right to the back. Drew ain't done. Drew McIntyre, though, kips up to his feet, running to the ring. Grabbing Kenny Omega with a count of 9, German suplex. Now with a couple of right hands. This isn't about winning. This is about showing Jon Moxley, you can't screw me over. You can't screw me over. But Kenny Omega again. What's Kenny doing this time? Come on, Kenny. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Kenny flying. The one-winged angel is still flying as Kenny Omega takes out Drew McIntyre. The one-winged angel still flies. I had to clip that. That was too awesome. Good thing I have the stream deck and I was able to clip that myself as Kenny Omega ascending to the top. Kenny Omega with a drop kick, but he totally miscalculated where Drew was. Glasgow kiss. Now it'll take one final shot. Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre battles back for the victory, showing Jon Moxley, you can paradigm shift me. You can play your games, but when somebody goes into Claymore country, they get their whole damn head kicked right off. And Drew McIntyre is victorious here in our main event, folks. But my God, that took so much out of me. But nonetheless, it's our main event, and Drew McIntyre is victorious. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another fantastic RCW episode. More stuff coming at you. I probably won't be streaming on Friday because I have my doctor's appointment that I have to go to around 2 o'clock. However, what I will try and do, since it's a very special day, on that day, we went live with RCW for the first time. Rather than do the go-home show to RCW Freefall like we would normally do, I want to do something special on that day. So I'm going to try and wake up a little bit earlier, and possibly do the show early in the morning hours before I have to go to my doctor's appointment, because I want to do something special for that. I really, really do. Because that day meant so much to me. Now down the road, we're basically 2 years into making this show, and it's meant so much to me. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we've done so many spin-off series off of it and all of that, and it's been awesome, and I really want to do something for that. So keep an eye out for updates on that. I'll enter a couple of commands for you guys here. So there's my Discord. There's my Discord. You can join that. There's my website as well, with all of my website exclusive content. There's the bot again telling you to check it out. There's my YouTube as well, with all of my RCW episodes and all of my amazing wrestling content for you guys to check out. Thank you guys so much. It's been awesome doing this show, and I hope that we can do something special on Friday for the 2-year anniversary of RCW. It may not seem like a big deal, but it really is. Doing something consistently for 2 years with all these storylines, with what we've been able to do. Like, when I started it, I thought it was just going to be something that I casually did. Something that, because when you start something, you never know what it's going to turn into. That's why I was talking to my buddy today, and I was explaining to him, like, people don't want to try anymore. Like, people want everything handed to them. People want the easy way out. And, they don't want to work for something. And it's a little different in the sense of streaming, because I do this for fun. I do this for the love of wrestling, and for the love of creativity, for the love of putting smiles to people's faces and all that. And I know everything that's going on in the world right now is crazy, with the pandemic, with an election year, all the political stuff and everything, and I don't really like to bring it up, but it's something that is going on in our world right now, and a lot of people want to just get away from it. They don't want to be a part of it. They want to, scrap all the politics, scrap all the BS, and just sit down and enjoy some quality entertainment. And that's what I try to do for you guys, and I love doing it. And I am very appreciative for everything you guys have done for me over the years, streaming and everything. I started streaming, I believe, the 28th of January in like two years ago or something like that. And, it was something, but I didn't really take it seriously until, like, I didn't have a schedule, I didn't have anything, I just streamed whenever. And I didn't really take it too seriously until I started doing this show 2 years ago. And then, my love for wrestling grew more and more and more as I kept doing this show. And, like I've said before, you guys have played a major role in everything in my life. I wouldn't be where I am in my real life if it weren't for you guys. Going to college for, what I'm going to college for media and communications, trying to get into the industry that I love so much that I bring to you guys through a video game. I don't see this as a video game. I see this as a real legit thing. You know, I don't see it just as me commentating the matches, creating storylines. I see something bigger than that here. And I'm so happy that you guys see it in the same way, or in a similar way. You know, like, to me, this is more than just putting matches together on a video game, controlling one of the guys with a controller, and commentating over it. Like, to me, it's fun, it's creative, it's having a blast. And I love it, and I can't thank you guys enough for it. So thank you guys so much for everything you guys do, and I will catch you guys on the next stream. I'll keep you guys updated on whether or not we're gonna have a stream on Friday. I should be waking up earlier, and it's gonna be earlier than usual. But my normal streaming schedule, that's gonna change. It's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm changing it now because I start college in a few weeks, so I figured get used to the new streaming schedule so that you guys get used to it. I know that I streamed earlier today, but that's because I can. But just to let you know, August 31st is when I go back to school, so that's when the times are going to be a-changing. So, to quote Bob Dylan there. But other than that, I thank you guys so much for everything you guys do, and thank you guys so much for being a part of this universe with me and just showing your immense support. I love all of you, and thank you guys so much.